Yeah.
Yes. Welcome, everybody, to What's Cooking with Dr. Cook featuring Chef Lisa Green. So glad you're back.
I am so happy to be back.
Ah,
Mhm.
yes. And I'm even so excited because your chocolate avocado brownie recipe went live on foodguides.com today.
Yay!
So for everybody who was present for that fireside, the deliciousness that those were, you can get the full experience on foodguides.com today. And tonight is super fun because we are doing the mushroom asparagus Pharaoh risotto. So instead of using the traditional rice, we are using the ancient grain Pharaoh. So,
Yes.
how fun! I know that I have
Yep.
some prepping to do, so I'm going to start bringing you all over to my spread of ingredients and we'll
The
take a look at
cooking
the
station.
mushrooms. Yes, the cooking station part one. We'll take a look. But when so chef, when I was telling everybody about this show, I was saying if you're looking for something to spice up your kitchen or your love life, check out this
Oh,
recipe because when I was courting Alexander, I actually made him risotto
uh,
because that was I was like, oh, I'm going to impress this guy. I'm going to make him something real fancy. And that was it. I was like, I'm going to do this. And he, well, yeah, snagged him up, but
yeah, you are
for
happily married.
sure. But I
Now,
think
did you
this is
do,
something, you have to learn.
yes. Did you do the risotto Milanese with the saffron? What kind of risotto
No,
did you do?
just the Arborio.
What, yeah. Did you put like cheese and cream
Oh,
and,
you're asking
yes,
you're asking what
what
kind of
flavor is?
risotto
I
did I
apologize.
make? So I made well, of course, since the asparagus is such a lovely aphrodisiac, of course I did that. And I also did scallops.
Oh,
So it was
another a shelf it.
yeah, so it I actually think it was a mushroom, asparagus, and scallop risotto.
Nice.
Yeah, one of my favorite dishes of all time. It was my first time that I had ever made risotto. So, of course, I put a lot of pressure on myself to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my gosh, it turned out so well.
I bet.
So,
I
I'm
bet.
like,
It's good.
yeah, yes. And that's why I'm really happy we're doing it tonight because I'm sure that we can just show everybody how awesome this is to do. And then
Yes.
they can do it for somebody else. And let's go. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
But cool. So, the mushrooms that I got were baby bella, shiitake, and then oyster.
Nice.
So,
That's a good blend. Very nice.
yes.
Now the shiitake, did you take the stem out? Oh, did they already come cut?
Yeah, they came cut.
Okay, then it's out. The shiitake stem, it's very fibrous and chewy, and so, but it looks like it's not in there. So they
They
look
don't appear
beautiful.
to be.
No, I doubt it if they were already cut. So
Well, unless this
you know,
is.
they're like skinny and
Now I'm thumbing through these wait a
I
second.
know now I made you no, Allison, they're fine.
Look at these
I know
shiitakes.
they're fine.
Oh, I don't see any. I think they look good.
I bet.
They're just caps. These look,
Uh,
yeah, they're good. So I will definitely cut those up. So tell me about the asparagus.
all right.
All
So
right, because I have a
we,
ton to get through here.
yeah, honestly, what I always do is I take like probably three or four of the bunch that you have, and then what I will do is just kind of, I already snapped all these, but you're gonna go like that, and then that part, the end part, is what you get rid of. So what you do is just line up um, the ones that you did that to with the rest of them, and then just cut off the end, and then
Ooh,
um,
okay. So
yeah, so
snap
it's
and then
quite
cut.
easy. Yep,
Okay.
Yep. And then, yeah, once you don't have to do that with all of them. Basically, that would be the generalized where all of them are going to need the end cut. So,
Perfect.
and then once you're done with
Oh,
that,
gotcha.
yeah,
Okay,
so you can just line them up to that and go one fell swoop.
gotcha. I
Asparagus
can
is,
do that.
when does asparagus come into season? Where you're probably a couple weeks, maybe?
Ooh, I don't know. It's looking pretty good.
Maybe even
Um,
sooner.
well, availability is March through July.
Okay. So there we
So
go.
it's
Michigan's
yeah,
will be popping up here soon, as soon as we get some more rain and sun.
gotcha. Yeah, it looks delicious here.
Um, when I never knew what wild asparagus looked like growing. And on 94, there is a ton of it growing.
Really.
Yeah, it's like this big bush weed looking actually all along 94, and it's all wild asparagus.
So as a chef, now I was reading somewhere about white asparagus
Mhm.
and the process for that. So I know that when farmers are growing it, what they do is they essentially grow it outside of sunlight, so there's no exposure to chlorophyll,
Okay.
which keeps it from the green color.
Mhm.
But that chefs actually prefer to use it because it's very exotic and unique. Um,
Mm.
did you ever cook with the white asparagus, or have you?
Honestly, I have not. I have bought white pickled asparagus.
Oh,
Um, but no, I really haven't. I've done purple, like
right.
a deep purple asparagus, but no, I really just I don't know much about the white that it stays out of sunlight. I had no idea. So it's grown inside, I take it.
Yeah,
Or they just
yeah,
cover it? Huh. I
yep.
didn't even know. Well, I'll have to look into that more. Does it
I know.
the nutrients? It has less nutrients then, wouldn't it?
It does. It has less nutrients, different flavor to it, different flavor
Yeah.
profile.
Huh.
The green and the purple obviously have the most nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just kind of surprised.
Yeah.
It's the texture is not the same either.
It's for some reason maybe I have. Isn't it a little? It's not as firm.
Right, exactly.
Huh. Oh,
Yes,
I like the green. I like the everything that the green and purple have to offer. The
absolutely.
nutrients, the crispness, the everything. So,
So I'm gonna chop
but
these up.
all right, it's a little rough chop there.
Yeah.
Mushrooms are my favorite vegetable to cut.
Yeah, I
I think it's
honestly was so happy when I did the first couple go rounds of the mushrooms because I was like, wow, these cut so easy.
there's no resistance, and you can just kind of go.
Yep.
So, I already had my stock going, but I'm gonna get it going again just to get it nice and hot, and then I'm gonna turn on the burner for my butter to get that melted for the mushrooms.
Oh, that's a good idea. So butter, one of the ingredients, two
Or
tablespoons.
oil or
Yeah,
whatever. I think butter goes well with the grain and the cheese to make it a little bit more the mouthfeel, the umami with the mushrooms. And so, but honestly, you can use olive oil, you could use vegetable, canola, soy, grapeseed. So,
I did
so
forget to
many different
ask, are you
options.
cutting the asparagus down any further
I
than
I
the
did. I
stalks?
cut it into. See, it all depends on how thick your asparagus is. If you want to like cut it in half, like
Okay,
lengthwise like that. I'm not going to because mine is pretty thin. But
okay,
I did about that. Some are, they're all not the same size. But
okay.
my asparagus is pretty thin, so it's not going to take long to cook. And I did throw those stems right in the stock that I had going. I'm not going to put those in the actual risotto, but it'll just give the broth a little bit more flavor and nutrients and
So that's
all
one
that
thing that
good
I think
stuff.
is super cool. So you're doing a vegetable stock,
Hmm.
and as you're cutting up the vegetable, the parts of the vegetable stock that or the vegetables you don't need, you're just throwing into your vegetable stock.
Yep.
And that's just
And I'll,
something I haven't thought about doing before, which is cool.
that's it's always nice to learn, and that's what we're doing: cooking and learning and talking. Because I learned
Got a
something
piece of
about the white
asparagus.
asparagus.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Actually, I think I might
and
cut this
when I'm doing
asparagus now.
things with chicken, say I'm making a chicken soup, or say I'm using a whole chicken, but I'm not going to use, well, I'm not going to use the carcass in the main dish, but I will put that in maybe the rice that I'm cooking, or the stock, even if I bought the stock at a store, just to give it more of the flavor that, and I try to utilize almost everything when it comes
Definitely.
to, so, and since I am using just butter and not another oil to keep it from burning, I gotta watch it. But I am gonna
Okay,
add my mushrooms right now. I'm gonna
cool.
add them all.
I'm going to walk through the ingredients real quick, the rest of the
Yes.
ingredients, and then I will throw my mushrooms in as well. All right, so got the asparagus, got the mushrooms cut up, got the, I actually am using chicken stock today because that's what Alexander bought me.
It works.
And yeah, exactly.
I mean, shoot, you could
Um,
even, yeah,
yeah,
beef
could even,
stock.
yes, yes, yes.
If we were putting the scallops on top of this, we could use
Oh,
fish stock.
so the Pharaoh preparation. This is the first time I've ever cooked with Pharaoh, so I'm excited about this.
Yes.
So it came, we got this bag, Italian pearl Pharaoh.
Same.
Did you get the same?
I
Oh,
did.
same. Yay. And so soaked a cup
Yes.
and rinsed it. So this is what it looks like. Ooh.
All right.
Very cool. Very nice.
Yes.
Honestly reminds me of that cereal.
Oh,
What is
I know
it?
what you're talking about.
The cereal that had the honey on
Grape
it when
nuts.
you're growing up.
Is
Yes,
it grape
grape
nuts?
nuts. Yeah, grape nuts.
Or the honey, or the,
Grape nuts. And then there was another one that was just, oh
it
my
was,
gosh.
I know which one you're talking about.
It was a post cereal, but
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It looked like little dimples or little pinto beans.
Yes, those. Yes, yes, yes. If anybody thinks of that, let me know. That was good. Okay, and then we have white wine.
Yes.
So half a cup of white wine.
Hmm. And that's just basically for a little bit more flavor. Get the acid in there. You could use lemon juice. You could use, I don't know, if you were doing um, a tomato base, you could do tomato juice. So
Yeah.
it's kind of open there. Ooh, smells
Okay.
good.
Half a cup, well, a quarter to a half a cup of heavy cream,
Mm-hmm.
and half a cup of the shredded Parmesan.
Yep. And those two items are, honestly, I'm going to put some more butter in there, are to taste. If you want it creamier, add more cream. If you want it less, add less. You can actually add any sort of cheese you'd like, or if you don't want to add cheese, you don't have to. So,
I think I
I
have
like cheese.
too many mushrooms.
Oh, that is not a true statement. You can never have too many mushrooms.
Then also your herbs.
Yes. What kind of
So,
herbs did you get?
oh, I'm so excited. So there is fresh thyme and fresh sage.
Ooh, nice. I
Yes.
got the sage.
I'm pretty
I
sure
love
these
sage.
mushrooms are not going to work with this pan. But you know what? You're the professional, so you can help me
Okay.
determine. So I'm gonna put the. We're gonna take a
You
look.
can,
All right.
you could start with a little, and once they shrink down, you could, oh, they look fine. I think you'll be
Okay.
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 I think
I
it's going
just
to be
feel like
more,
okay. Hey, I
I don't know.
trust you.
Well, it's hard for me to truly tell,
So
but
it was
maybe
one
with the
pound.
Farro, yeah, and you could always take some out and save some to put it on top
Hey,
as
that
like
sounds good.
so everybody sees the main course. And I think I have 2 cups of Farro. Now, I think that when I gave you the ingredients, I was not thinking properly, and the 1 cup will be only 3 cups of liquid. But
Okay.
so, but with the 1 cup of Farro, you can always just add more Farro. No, it wasn't soaked, but I read a lot of different things for some people soak their Farro and some people don't. And honestly, I
Gotcha.
can't remember which way I did it the last couple times when I made it. So it's it's
Thanks
all a
for
matter of,
reminding me. I did 2 cups of Farro.
did you?
I
Okay.
did. Yes. Thanks for see. That's why we were best friends in high school because you would catch that stuff, be like, oh yes,
Oh, that's great. All right. So those
yeah,
mushrooms are looking
yes,
pretty fantastic.
yes, they are. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
That's
I'm so
okay.
sorry.
Hey,
This smells
no,
so
it's all,
good.
it does smell really good, doesn't it? So I
Yeah.
did turn off my burner because my asparagus is turning that like bright green. So, because it's going to
Oh,
cook
okay.
more when I do the farro. So,
Should I go ahead and throw my asparagus in?
yes, go ahead and throw your
Okay.
asparagus in. And
Okay.
if you did want to speed up the asparagus a little bit, you could always put in like a dash of water to steam it, but I think you'll be just fine.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that looks good.
Alex is leaving to go coach weightlifting. He is like going to be so sad because he's going to miss out on the freshness of being the taster.
Yes, he is.
Oh, what a sadness. What a sadness. So one of the best shirts I ever saw, I was in Vegas and there was just, Vegas always just has stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
this guy was wearing this shirt and it just, it said, "I am a fun guy," but it had mushrooms on it, and I was like, "That is so funny. That's the funniest thing." Oh my gosh,
That is
yeah,
great.
my
That
type
is
of
great.
humor. Yeah,
I
I'm
have
a
seen
fun
that shirt,
guy
not in a while. That'll be one of those shirts if I ever do see it again. I'm gonna have to buy it, even though I'm
because
not a
it's
guy.
funny. That
It
is a
is
funny
funny.
shirt. Yeah.
It makes people smile. That's always good.
Yes.
Spreading a smile.
Yes.
So, and then was it deglaze next? I believe so.
Ooh,
So, when
I
I
can look.
deglaze, I've used water before. It's basically just to get all that goodness off the bottom of the pan and to add flavor to the dish. If it was just water, obviously, I would just be trying to get it's called the fond that builds up the sticky goodness from butter and fats, and you get it more with meat.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, so like when you're cooking, say,
Yeah.
yeah. But I like to at this won't catch on fire, but it's always fun when you're using like a gas stove. You know how when you see those big flames up when the
Yes.
chef pours in the wine?
Uh-huh.
Some chefs, they'll just tilt it to the flame a little bit when they pour it in there, so that will catch it on fire and it'll go whoosh.
So that's
So,
what happens. Okay.
yes, that's why you never pour from the bottle. Never.
Okay.
That could be kind of like if you got the burner super hot You know how fire likes the alcohol, and it could travel right up.
Oh, you know how I have an irrational fear of fire, so that
Yeah.
wouldn't be good for me. But I do
No.
like it when chefs do it controlled.
Yes. Control fire. Fire is a wonderful element.
I did not
So,
deglaze the last time I made risotto, so I'm just gonna pour it in.
yep. Pour,
Okay.
and then it will bubble up, and we're gonna let that reduce down. Just if there's not much of it, it's not gonna take long. Just for a minute, bring it up to a boil. This my little camp burner is a little bit smaller than my pan, so it might take mine a little bit.
So we're bringing it back up to a boil.
Yep.
All right. Awesome.
All right.
I'm glad we're doing this because you and I are both mushroom lovers
Mm-hmm.
and we know how healthy they are.
Yes. Good for your brain. They're good for your tummy.
They
They're just
are.
all around good.
They literally reduce your risk of cancer by preventing and slowing cellular damage because they contain something that is called ergothioneine.
They're
Yes.
ergothioneine. Is that in every mushroom? Is it more prevalent in some mushrooms than others? Do you know?
Great question, actually. So it's higher in some than others, but it is present in mushrooms. But it's higher in shiitake,
Okay.
oyster, king oyster.
Okay.
So those are some examples of some of the mushrooms that do have higher amounts of that specific amino acid slash antioxidant.
Nice.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Also, a
Food is a
great source of
wonderful thing.
vitamin D. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We love vitamin D.
Yes, we do. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and add my farro now. And get that going, and I'm just gonna honestly cook it for just a minute, and then I'm gonna start adding the hot stock to it and stirring. And
Okay.
basically, our goal is to, in between each stir, the in between each cup, the rice or the grain will soak up the liquid, and then you add more, and then that's when you can check and see how much if you're gonna need more liquid. Once it gets
Oh
going.
shit! Oh shoot!
Whoa, you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. It's the stock. It was hot. Yeah, I mean, it didn't get me, but
Okay.
it startled me.
It startled me.
Good Lord. Yeah, wow. That's a lot of liquid.
Where'd it go? It's all good.
Where did it go?
I see the burner just like pulsating.
Yeah. I I actually, oh my gosh. I might have to put just a little more stock in that.
Well, with the moisture
You
from the
need to
vegetables, you
see,
never
like,
know.
I don't know if you can see the floor, but
Oh, wow.
yeah, that spit.
I'm glad
All
it did
right.
not get you. That would
Listen,
have
help me
been.
through this emergency right now. What do I need to do with my stuff here? Just turn the burner off for the moment. I mean, it's still, or just take it off the burner while I get my stock in order.
Yes. I apologize.
Okay.
I put my phone. I put it on Do Not Disturb, but obviously
Here,
they
you
want them
all
to come
can
through.
look at that while I get some more stock.
Yes. Yes. Okay. It's all. You're okay. This is.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was crazy.
What did I miss the whole thing? All I heard was screaming.
My ladylike words coming out of my mouth.
Honestly, I did not make it I didn't hear it.
I said shucks.
There we go.
Yeah.
Schnikes. Fudge the cold.
Yes.
You said shucks, and that's like basically a food-based word, so I think you're good.
Yes.
It is. It's like shucking the corn.
Yes.
Shucking corn. Something we do. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Okay,
it is for the liquid to be hot to go into this dish. It's not going to make or break it. It's not going to break it. I do it this way to speed up the process, and it's the way that I've always done a risotto. So if you want to try out using cold stock and see how it ends up, that's fine. Or you can always heat up more and
well, I will just say to everybody out there that one of the smartest things that you can ever do, which I do, is wear shoes while you're cooking.
Yes.
Because it's very important. I know that, like,
yes, it is.
You see a lot of, barefoot, blah, blah, blah. It does feel good to get in the kitchen and do things, but when you're working with, like, boiling things, it's very important to have, like, things covering your feet.
Yes.
Because I think that would have, I have nice feet, I'll admit it, and I would have definitely hurt them if I didn't have shoes on right now. Yeah.
That would have hurt a lot.
My pretty feet. Okay, my mess is almost done here.
I think your husband is laughing at you.
Is he? Probably is.
But I'm laughing. We're all laughing.
All right. Okay, this is back. I'm going to leave it uncovered just so I can monitor it. I bet it's still hot.
Oh, it's still hot.
Oh, all right. All right. Jeez, oh, Pete. All right. Okay. I'm back.
Yay!
With my stuff up here. We're good. Now I will need your guidance.
Okay.
All right. So, back on track. Whew. Now, should I warm anything up until I start adding my Pharaoh, you think?
Yeah, go ahead and put that back on the stove. Is it just your mushrooms and asparagus in there? Or is the Farro in there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and put your Farro in there.
Okay.
Go ahead and put that in there, and then just go ahead and start adding the liquid to it, and just reduce it down and stir, and then add more, and then stir.
So all of the Pharaoh.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Here it goes.
Yes, all of the Pharaoh.
It's so pretty.
It is so pretty.
Okay. Pharaoh is added.
Looks beautiful. And then, just add the stock that you have and add some cold, or heat up some while that is in between the cups.
It's definitely hot. It's still steaming, so.
All right.
I mean, it blew the lid off. So.
Is that what happened? Okay.
I have never in my life. That's crazy. I don't understand.
I've never, So it's like a pressure cooker.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just a saucepan with a lid. So I don't understand that at all. But hey, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So a cup at a time?
Yes. Yeah, I'm just using, if you have a ladle, whatever the ladle is. It doesn't have to be exact, but that's what And mine might take a little bit longer. It's starting to, and it's not going to be as creamy as if we would have used the arborio rice, because the arborio rice, when you stir it, it releases the starches. That's why most risottos made with arborio, you really don't need to put the cream in it, because the rice itself is really creamy.
Okay.
Yeah, because typically you don't stir rice if you're making jasmine or
That's true.
white. You don't stir it because it makes it mushy. So, but arborio, it's it doesn't make it mushy; it makes it creamy.
Sweet.
Oh. I haven't made this dish in so long. Oh, I've also made with this farro. I've cooked it and then I cooled it, and I've made some salads with it. Tossed it in some oil and vinegar and some seasoning, and then put some feta cheese and olives or pepperoncinis, or honestly, it's endless. I did bacon wrapped asparagus once. That was really good.
Oh my gosh. I love that. I love asparagus. It's one of my favorite vegetables of all time.
Same. When I was a kid, I did not like it.
Really?
No. I don't know why.
Well, I know so many kids who don't like mushrooms, but then they get older and they realize they love them.
It's probably a texture thing.
Totally. But I mean, we used to I used to have my kids grill mushrooms.
Okay.
On the grill, and we would stuff them with cheese and jalapenos.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. So I think that kind of opened their eyes a little bit to different types of, yeah, exactly. When they're more of a meatier consistency versus what you get in a can of cream of mushroom, which I think has scarred some children, like my little brother, who will not eat green bean casserole
because of the
so for Thanksgiving, that's what I make, but I have to make it with cream of celery. And let me tell you, there was one time I didn't do it because I don't know, last minute thing. I had the cream of mushroom in the pantry, and the look he gave me, when he discovered there was the fraction of a mushroom.
Oh my gosh. Cream of mushroom. It doesn't even have, it has the little.
Yeah. It's
the little specks of black.
Yes.
Is that a mushroom?
Right.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. That was always my dish to make on Thanksgiving too. But once I started expanding from the cream of mushroom canned soup, I would make homemade soup and put it in the asparagus. So, but I still was the only person that ate it. Everybody else was just and I was like, well, I'll just eat it all then.
Oh, definitely. If you're making homemade soup in a green bean casserole, oh my gosh, I would drive to Michigan to have your green bean casserole.
I bet. Oh.
Yeah. Can I get that shipped to me? What? Yes.
Maybe I'll just drive some down.
I will come. I was gonna say I will come to you, or you come to me for that, because that sounds just too good to be true.
Oh, it's so good.
Ooh, it is
and
thickening
speaking
up
of
now.
Stuffed mushrooms,
Yeah.
like you were talking about earlier, stuffed mushrooms was actually one of the first things that I started to cook when I was 10 or 9. I was pretty young. I did a seafood or a crab stuffed mushroom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Even then, I didn't realize that that's what I wanted to do. But looking back, I was like, oh, makes sense. I do not know how your liquid is looking, but mine's looking cloudy, which is a good sign that it's starting to break down the starch, the grain. And
it is, yeah.
And I like to taste it here and there, because it's going to be al dente, which is to the tooth. So it's going to have some
Mhm.
firmness, which is great for reheating. So it doesn't get mushy.
I'm honestly surprised how well this is like soaking up the liquid,
Yeah.
because it really is going
Mm-hmm.
for it, like a traditional risotto.
So I'm going to stop adding liquid to mine because I'm thinking it's probably going to be enough with the cream and the cheese I'm going to add. Because, asparagus mushrooms are loaded with water. So
Yeah,
that's always to account to why it's always an estimate of how much liquid to put in dishes like this. Same with asparagus. There's tons of water in them. So, and it all depends on if it's humid or if it's just food is a finicky thing sometimes, especially grains, pastas, and it
how
looks so
much
good,
liquid
Allie.
did? Yeah, for
How much
sure.
did I end up putting in? I probably
Yeah.
did 4 cups,
Okay.
is what I'm thinking I did. So,
And how much
and
farro?
I did 2 cups. I ended up
Okay.
doing the full. So,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna add. I bought this wild black pepper from an Asian market, and it's that one right on Westridge. I think you'd probably remember it.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and this is really good. It's really floral. It has a nice floral taste. So I just kind of broke it, and then I'm gonna add that to it.
Ooh.
Uh,
Yeah, I think this might be good I did 4 cups too with the ladle. So I think that might be good too. Should I turn the heat down?
um, it's up to you. If it's reducing well, then yeah. Is it as long as it's not burning it, it's reducing. But if you feel
I might wait then, for going to add, because it's reducing well, but
did you try it? Did you try a little piece of the faro?
I'm going to. Let me try it. Let me give it a shot here.
Oh, yeah.
See if it is to the tooth.
Yes.
Al dente.
Al dente.
Oh, it's al dente. It is
Is it too
perfect.
al dente? Perfect. Cool. So it's
Mm-hmm.
mine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let it. I'm going to add my
Oh,
heavy cream
perfect.
here.
Oh, the mushrooms are so good.
I bet.
All right.
I'm gonna add the cream. And this again, you can always add more. You can add less. You can. It's all. My dogs decided to break through the little door I had, the gate I had, so they couldn't come in. But dogs are resilient. They're pretty smart.
Definitely.
Oh, I
Oh,
love them.
puppies.
They're my world. Do you want to help cook, Henry?
Do you ever give your puppy vegetables?
The ones that they'll eat and the ones that they can. There are some that they definitely can't. I know they can't have, well, grapes is not a vegetable, but they can't have that. Broccoli, Lily would always eat broccoli. Apples, I'll give them apples.
Oh.
Yeah, they're spoiled.
Yeah.
They pretty much eat what I eat.
I learned something really interesting about asparagus.
Yes.
Okay, so did you know that only like 20 to 50% of people who eat asparagus get the asparagus pea?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're talking about maybe half or less than half of people who, eat asparagus actually like get the asparagus
Green.
pea or
No.
smell their pee, because some people actually, because of like some weird like genetic reason, They might have the asparagus pea, but they can't smell it because of a genetic reason.
Oh, but other people
Yes.
can.
Yeah, but
How
they can't smell
bizarre.
it. I know, totally.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's just because
honestly.
of like, a body like, the way your body's breaking down the as-
Was that
asparagusic acid into sulfur
Oh,
containing byproducts.
I think I did know that. I remember reading that.
Yes,
Oh,
I love the name
that
of
is
that
looking
acid.
so good.
I know. So I should add the cheese.
Yeah. Yes, you. I'm gonna add mine. Got some here, and then I got this fancy cheese grater that I get to try out.
Mhm.
And then the herbs, I would wait until it's pretty much your plating. Just give
Okay.
them a nice toss in it when it's finished. And then, yeah, mine's almost done. I could reduce it a little bit more. Now, when it comes to a cream sauce, basically when it starts pulling away from the sides, like when you take the spatula at the bottom
Hmm.
and it has resistance to going back, I guess would be a way to describe it,
Ah,
as opposed
yes.
to just going back easily. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. And now, if you had spinach or any other type of quick produce you wanted to add, you could add it now. Asparagus, the next time I make it, I might wait a little bit longer to put the asparagus in so it doesn't overcook. But, it's all, but I think. And me, with the grain, I always add probably more salt than you should. But, and that's a wrap. How's yours doing? Oh, it looks great.
Yes. So I think it's ready because like,
Yep, mine's,
yep.
I think it is too. I'm going to turn my off. I'm going to add my sage. Oh, I love fresh herbs.
Alrighty.
So good for you, and and the longer it sits, say if you just let it sit on the stove for 5 minutes before you actually served it, it will thicken up.
Oh, it's thick. It's
Yeah.
a thick one. I like it. All right. Mm-mm-mm.
Um. Somebody has a ball.
Oh, what?
Oh, my dogs. There's a ball, and one of them's not happy about it.
Oh no.
Gotta love all the different personalities.
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh,
try
that
to get
smells so
veggies in
good.
here and have them like all lined up. So, all right. You know what I think
Alrighty,
I
is it
forgot to
time
put
for
over
plates?
here?
What?
Yes, I forgot to put a fork over here for me to try it.
That is
Hmm.
looking so delicious.
Yeah.
I can see the smell.
Mmm.
Yes. Honestly,
We need.
so good. So good.
Yes.
I was really worried about that for a little bit.
Were you?
Well, I mean, when it exploded.
Yes. Yes, I could. Yes.
I was scared. I was scared.
It worked out.
All
Have you
right.
ever fried sage before?
No, like you know me and frying things, but I want to.
It's
I want
really
to
good. I mean,
experiment
you could
more.
honestly do it with just a little bit of oil in the pan. Just kind of, it brings on this toasty, earthy
Mm,
flavor. The aroma is so good. I pair it.
toasty
This is
earth.
one thing. If with a butternut squash is what I did. A butternut squash risotto. I paired the fried
Ooh,
sage with. So
I love butternut squash.
I do too.
with a risotto.
So
Heck
good.
yeah.
So I am going to just cut up a little bit more sage to put right on top. Right there. With a little bit more cheese. There we go. And
these
that's more of
mushrooms,
that
yum.
cracked pepper right on top. There we go. Oh, looks so good.
Yes. All right. So, what do you think? Like a little,
yes.
and then some pepper, you say?
That's what I did.
Some pepper.
And I did put red pepper flakes in mine too because I do like heat. But
oh, that's a good idea. So is your plate ready?
It is. Is yours?
Shall we?
Let's see these things.
Yeah.
Oh, yum.
Hey.
Yum. Look how similar they look.
The
Yay.
Farro
Oh my
is
goodness.
bigger than I thought it would be. They
Yeah.
look real juicy.
I'm psyched to try this.
I am too. Should I use the big wooden spoon?
Yes.
I think I'm going to.
Yes.
Who's your taster? If
It's
Alex is at school or at work, who's going to taste? You get to be the taster tonight?
Well, so I do have B here, but yeah, I am tasting. And so B is a teenager who doesn't like mushrooms, but I could probably take it upstairs and ask if they'd take a taste if you all want me to.
Do it.
Embarrass a teenager.
Let's embarrass the teenager. I'm a fan. Any opportunity.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
So good.
This is
so
good.
good.
This is so good. Like I thought that the eggplant was like my favorite so far. I mean, like I don't want to rate them, okay? But I am an INFJ, so that J, I'm just like, the judgy thing. I rate things and I don't mean to. This is probably my favorite so far. For entrees, because those chocolate avocado brownies are, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is. And how long did that take? Really? I mean, yes, soak the farro, which that's really easy to do. You just throw the farro, put it in some water and let it go, sit there. But that took less than an hour.
Right.
And
it's fancy.
If you were doing, and if you were doing like scallops or shrimp or something that doesn't take that long, you'd be doing that right next to it. It'd still be done at the same time. So.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna make this little mini bite for the teenager.
All right.
All right.
Hello, it's Candid Camera.
Here we go. We're going on a trek. We'll just go see. But if you had to make a dish to impress somebody, what would you make, Chef?
Oh goodness. I would probably make my braised pork shank ragu with a wild mushroom, tomato sauce, and risotto Milanese balls.
B, you have to be a tester, a taster, a taste tester. Just one bite.
Please.
And then you have to tell us. There's a and a Really?
I liked it.
The teenager likes it.
Yay! Teenager approved.
We win.
Yay! It's teen approved. Yes. Good. is very good.
So
So,
hi, Henry.
awesome. Okay, so that is awesome. I'm
Yes.
psyched about that because, they don't know how many mushrooms are in there and
No,
how
they
many
don't.
types of mushrooms, but they ate it. It's so good.
Hiding
It's healthy.
nutrients.
So many nutrients.
I always put mushrooms in my meatballs. Always.
Exactly.
I grind them up.
Yeah. I mean, just putting them like in any sort of like meat, like just to thicken up the consistency. So like, ground beef, like ground turkey, whatever, like
Yep. And it
throw
brings
in
moisture.
mushrooms.
Get down, buddy.
Yeah. If you have somebody who's trying to lower their cholesterol,
Yes.
reduce, some calories, throw in some mushrooms in that mixture because, it's got that texture and the taste. Yeah. I'm so excited. So
Yes.
excited.
I
For
think
sure.
this one, I think he's ready. He's ready to taste.
Yeah.
Are you ready to taste, buddy?
So, so Chris did ask if either of us deliver to San Francisco, and I don't know if I'm there yet, but Lisa.
It all depends on how much shipping is. Keep it hot or cold.
Hey, that's awesome. I know, because this is there we go.
Yes.
Cool. Well, this has been super fun.
Yes, it has.
Whew, we made it through.
I know. Did not burn your shoes or your feet off, which is nice.
No,
and
yeah.
That's always a good thing.
It's a good thing. And this recipe is going to be on the site soon on foodguides.com. Follow us on our socials at Food Guides Help for some updates on our cooking adventures for sure. Because it's so much fun. It's so much fun.
You never know what's going to happen.
Honestly,
I know. I look forward to this. I have so much fun catching up with you and cooking and chatting. And so thank you for having me.
Always the skills, the confidence. Cooking is a blessing for sure. And it's how we show love to each other. So.
Yes, it is.
Ourselves and each other. So, yes. We just appreciate you being here for our journey tonight. And I want to get to definitely scarfing down the rest of this because it is so good.
Yeah. And,
so
this is easily to reheat too. Might have to add some more cream or cheese but it's easy. So.
Yeah, Al's missing out for sure. He's gonna come home to a really nice meal though. So
yes, he is.
For sure. Awesome. Well, thank you all. Come and see us on foodguides.com and we will see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.